So this is a continuation of our previous video. So we are seeing about the simulation of two pulse full control converter with R load and R load. So finally we finished with the firing angle A is equal to 0, and this is the output voltage waveform. Now you can see it is similar to the third bridge rectifier, and since this is the L load, output current is similar to first it started charging, after that it is showing like charging and discharging. So if I change the load to R load, so instead of RL, going for R load with the firing angle 0, okay, then the output will be similar to your diode bridge rectifier. Okay, so this is what we can do with the firing angle. So by a basis of the firing angle, we can control the output voltage and output current. Now we will change the load to same RL load, and we will change the firing angle is equal to 60. Okay, now run the simulation. So the output is like this. Okay, you can see the variation of both output voltage and output current. Okay, see, this is how negative voltage has an impact in your negative voltage. If the same firing angle is 90, so just watch the output now. Okay, so see now, because this is a peak point, so this is a 90, so we are triggering at this point, and see the current. So your current is now similar to sine wave, but it was not in phase with the output, sorry, input voltage, and you can see the output current is becoming negative. So, and there was a equal portion, so portion of your positive and negative was same. So if we change the firing angle above 90, then the output voltage will be more negative compared to your positive. That is, power will be transferred from load to source. This is what we say full converter will act as two current converter. Now you see this picture. Okay, this is a 2 pulse full control converter. I already draw the simulating block for the same. Okay. Just look the same. So you can see the difference between this block and this one. Sorry. So here you can see there was a clumsy of connecting the lines, but here you can see we have output in one side and we have other thing. So what is the difference is using two blocks, namely from block and go to block. So what this two block will do is to get the connection from one point, that is from here we are giving the voltage waveform to VAC. So go to VAC, and here it is getting the waveform from VAC. That is called go to and from block. Okay, by using this you can avoid the clumsy simulating like this. So only one thing is now bending. We have to measure the average voltage, right? So for that we need of mean block. So already know it is in measurements. So in measurements we have mean block. Just adding the same. So this is for okay. So we need mean block, so I'm adding here, and similarly we need a display block, right? So recently used the display ID. So this is a display block. So this time I'm adding the same here. Okay. So for instance, I'm changing the firing angle as A is equal to 30. Okay, now I'm running the simulation. So the output is nearly 199.1 pi. This is because the same mistake we had done previously. But change the fundamental frequency as 50. Now run the simulation again. So it is nearly 177.7 for RL load. Okay. So this is the simulation of impulse full control converter for R load and RL load. Now we can move to semi-control converter. Okay, so this is what the semi-control converter. Okay, so this is a waveform. For here we have two configuration, that is symmetrical confusion and asymmetrical confusion. For symmetrical confusion, resistor and diode will arrange in same leg. It will be arranged parallelly. So a symmetric leg here and here. So this is called symmetrical confusion. So we will start. Already complete the simulation. So directly we will move to the simulation part before drawing the same and taking some time. So here you just compare the blocks of your symmetric block. So we need a AC waveform, AC voltage waveform here, and we need two thyristors. So T1 and T2 with the pulse generator. We have diodes here and we have the load here. So now I have to give the thyristor pulse, but only one difference is here the phase delay A into 0.02, okay, and here it is A plus 180. So in the previous we have used 4 thyristor, now it is just 2 thyristor. So we'll run the simulation. So you can see the graph. So for R load, this is the output graph of your semi-controlled converter. It is similar to your full control converter, because if I run the full control converter for with R load, let us assume the load is R load and I am running the same. Okay, so we will see the output here. So if you compare both the output, this one and this one, so just both are same. Okay, so what you can infer from this, for R load you can get the same output for full control converter and semi control converter. So in this way you can go for semi control converter, because we need only 2 thyristors and 2 diodes, so we need of 2 pulse generator alone. If you are going for 2 current operation, that is control of negative voltage, you can go for full control converter. If you are just controlling only the positive voltage waveform, for single phase you can go for semi control converter for R load. I am speaking about R load. If you go for RL load, for example, I am changing the full control converter to RL. Okay, just running the same. You can see the output here. Sorry, the system was slow, that's why editing. So this is the output. Now you can compare the same with full control converter with R load. So 2 pulse semi control converter with RL load. So this is the one. So here I chosen the R as 100 and 1 as the inductor value. Okay, so I will run the same and will see the output form. So auto scale similar to your DSO function, right? So now you just check the output of, so this is the output of your semi control converter for RL load, and this one is for output voltage and current waveform for single phase full control converter with RL load. So here we have control of negative voltage and positive voltage. But for semi control converter we have only positive voltage around. So here is no negative voltage for RL load. So this is the difference, main difference between your full control converter and semi control converter. Okay. So just try the simulation on your own for semi control converter and full control converter with R load and RL load, and compare the voltage of R load and RL load for both the converters, and just infer the points and let me know. Okay, so this is end of our video. So thank you guys. If you have any queries, just let me know in the comment section, or just ping me through WhatsApp or just call me. Okay, thank you guys.